Hey everyone, Crystal E. Quatble here, host of Literary Speaking, the podcast for aspiring writers everywhere. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about one of the problems I really struggled with when I was writing my memoir, and that was writing about other people and dealing with privacy and how people react when you tell them you're writing a memoir. You know, I couldn't have predicted what happened to me, and I definitely have some regrets about the process. So if I can save you a little bit of heartache, that would be amazing for me. And that's why I share what I share, because I want other writers to be inspired and uplifted and feel supported. And sometimes writing can be a really lonely process, and I don't want anyone to feel alone or scared or worried, especially when it comes to telling your story. It's important for you to tell your story, and your story is yours, and the way you tell it is going to be in your voice and your experience. And speaking on that, there are things that I would recommend. The first being, don't tell anyone that you're writing this book. I think for me, the mistake was that I was so excited that I was finally doing it and that I was going to write this book that everybody else would be excited for me too. But in the past, I wasn't always really great with follow through. So when I actually finished the book and said I was going to New York to pitch it to agents, some of the reactions were not what I had hoped. I was asked, did you write about me? Did you write about, things that I told you in secret and private? And here's the thing. The memoir is my memory of a time that I experienced. And so as such, I don't share other people's secrets. That's not my job. I'm a secret keeper. It goes to the grave with me if you've asked. And so for me, there was a lot of misunderstandings, and I mishandled them as well because I was so hurt that I just cut these people out of my life. And as a result, it cost me some relationships with family members who just assumed what I was writing and didn't really ask. Some of them haven't even read the book and they've made assumptions already. So you have to be prepared for that. And I think the one way, some people will say, I just wrote the book, published it, and gave them a copy just before it went to print. If something needed to be changed, we would change it. But overall, from what I've heard from the majority of authors, the feedback has been that despite what they've written, when people read the book, it's quite different for them than the idea of what they think it's going to be. So my advice would be, one, don't tell anybody you're writing a book until it's done. And if you want their opinion and you can really trust that it's not going to affect your process or how you end up editing, then by all means share it with them when it's complete. But your book is going to go through about 7 edits. That's the truth, from the beginning to when it's published, when it goes through editors and copy edits and line edits. And those are all other things we can talk about in another video. But you have to understand, 7 edits, it's a lot of info. I wrote 209,000 words, which would be like a 600 and some odd page book. And my edits, this second, third round that I've done, it's down to 80. So, and typically most memoirs are between 80 and 90, max around 120,000, depending how much. But about half of what I wrote hit the cutting room floor. No one will ever read it, possibly, or they'll go into other books. They may be turned into fiction because there was some really cool stories that I told that would make for great fiction just to protect some of the guilty and some of the innocent. And you have to really decide if memoir is for you, because you are really putting yourself out there. So to keep everything in mind, I think the most important thing is write your story and get it out on paper. Whether you publish it or not doesn't matter. What matters is that you heal your heart, you heal your past, and that everybody remembers an event differently. Nobody at the party will tell the exact same story of how everything went down. You'll have 4 or 5 people jump in and say, no, but remember this happened. And somebody might not remember that moment, or they might have looked away, or they might have been busy at the pastry table like me. So either way, just know that your truth is important for you, and to keep strong in your own integrity, to tell your truth and share that, and not to try to harm anyone or, write in a way that may be vengeful. So that's my advice to you. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will answer every single one. I am so grateful to you for watching. Thank you so much. Be sure to join me on my website because I have some exciting news. The Magical Writers Group is launching this summer, and it's the kind of writing group I craved, and it's something I'm so passionate about and I've worked so hard to bring to you and to help aspiring writers connect with literary agents and best-selling authors and publishers. So as an extension of my podcast, you'll be able to speak with these people one-on-one in a private Facebook group, share your writing. We're going to keep accountability. We're going to have bi-weekly coaching calls. And I mean, really, I'm so excited about it that I'm just like, because I haven't seen anything like it before. And to me, this has been a true labor of love and something that I just feel so passionate about because I want to hear other stories. I love reading and I want more books in the world. And we need more diverse books and more stories of truth and triumph. And that's what I really crave and I love. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, and you're looking for somebody that is an engaged and nurturing leader, as well as somebody who's doing the journey with you. I can't guarantee that you're going to become a bestseller being in my program. I can't guarantee book sales or that you're going to connect with a literary agent, but I'm going to do everything in my power to help you make those steps and get that done. So please join me. And you will receive an exclusive invite. Just sign up for my newsletter at crystallequibel.com and you will receive your invite when the launch is ready midsummer this year. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this content and be sure to ask me any questions. I love to help other aspiring writers. Have a great day and keep writing.